Uh, Arm fracture, and then my rookie running back broke his ankle. Just stupid injuries in the middle of the season, and then my second string wide receiver broken collarbone. I will get him back at the Super Bowl if I make it. And it sucked is he unlocked his first um his 85 skill. Yeah, and the next game, boom. Front arm fracture. I was so pissed. He's no John Ross, though.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I was like, wow, when it wasn't me versus you, I was like, that's super surprising.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Because you guys had both the same win-loss, 1-1 division, 1-1 against NFC.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Act like I was going to cover the
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Excellent placement, and on that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 61 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It was an RPO, and I thought I handed
it. Those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
I was like, oh, why am I not controlling the running back? Oh, that's because I didn't hand off the ball.
They'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. Man. So now you got a team working together, and they get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
My punter is my kickoff guy because my kicker is so bad.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So mad that you got him back after I snaked him off your squad. So mad.
Here's Matt Hawk now.
I worked so hard last year
away for the second time.
I didn't have any money to re-sign him. I couldn't even put in an offer to franchise him. I was so negative.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's back. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC championship. It's a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I decided I was going to roll right no matter what.
Here we go. 50 plant.
Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
70, Indy.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete.
Come on,
a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. This is caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Madden 19.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me,
it's kind of hard when you got
finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready. 59, mark. Check. 59. Bandit.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
To stop this outside run.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw. And he's able to find Diggs.
Nice pass.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Didn't auto switch. When I pressed the move, it put me on the other.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 23-yard run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Yeah,
this will be fielded
didn't
at the
sound
6.
like it was normal Madden stuff.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
I was crossing my fingers.
One advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Backpedaling, I was like,
and that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Winslow. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And will be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
23 yards on the play. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Haywood. 51, Mike 51. Ready?
On the draw is Edwards. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Super close.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, let's go. 6-6. Pull it high. Game situation. Let's go. Hey, Alpha. 51. Mike 51. Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a run with Edwards. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run once more with Edwards. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. They will find Winslow. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Here we go, G.
On 1st down, Winslow. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They're going to look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I was worried
and
about
they convert on third
more.
with a gain of 22.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 gainer.
Chubb on the counter. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On second down now, it's Lindsey.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
I'm
this
always worried
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Yeah, this is a revenge game.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Lindsey. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead.
It's got to be a
now after
play.
The touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Run play wasn't ready. Was on a different.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Getting my wide receivers to block better on runs.
Ready! 60 or. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Right here.
It's 50-50.
Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
I was like, man, he's going to be like a duck and get intercepted.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
It's a nice punt, man. I was not expecting it to be a sky punt.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Again, it's Edwards. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, box drop.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Come on, set, 8, read.
What's the run?
They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. You better be afraid of me.
Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Field goal does me no justice right now. In the same position.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
5.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Edwards. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He's going to go, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway,
I don't think I've seen
take the points and keep moving.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship,
Appreciate it, but
to do it with your fans on your home field. What a great collaboration for them all year long.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
He's really
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
God, I needed that. I mean, that play changed the game. Going into half. We got to stop him while he has his team, because it doesn't mean much if he loses most of his team next year and he doesn't get it. It's the worst.